Good evening and welcome to Freedom is a Constant Struggle with your host Kiilu Nyasha, and engineering tonight is Stephen Leader. And I have a very special guest, welcoming back, oh God, my tongue is getting tied, Phavia Kujichagulia, who's a griot jolly, which means oral historian in Swahili, and she's a musician, writer, poet, and a dancer who utilizes music, poetry, and dance to heal and reveal history. She was a professor of ethnomusicology and African civilizations at World College West and Stanford University's workshop on political and social issues. For more than 16 years, Phavia taught creative writing and performance art for the California Department of Corrections at prisons at Folsom, Soledad, and Vacaville, Susanville, and San Quentin. And her performances include the World Drum Festival, National Black Expo, and the John Coltrane Festival. Her most recent CD is The Human Race. And Phavia is currently writing for the San Francisco Examiner. And that's what we're going to talk about today. She wrote an article titled Fast Food versus Fresh Fruit. And since the medical system is a total disaster, we believe strongly that we must engage in preventive medicine. Preventive medicine is the best medicine. Phavia Kujichagulia, welcome back to Freedom is a Constant Struggle. So good to have you back.
Thank you. It's such an honor to always be here with you. You do such great work.
Oh, thank you.
And I am always just proud to be here with you and doing anything that I can contribute. And as you said, the so-called health industry is not about health, it's about money. It is a total disaster. And
yes.
A lot of people can't even get into that system who want to participate in it, even though it's a disaster, can't get in there. A lot of entrepreneurs, people don't have any type of health insurance, aren't eligible for health insurance, and then people with health insurance aren't getting the proper health that they need, even though they do have insurance.
Yeah, they don't get care.
They don't get care.
Exactly.
Definitely.
Yes, and I'm what they call Medi-Medi, which is the state's Medi-Cal program and Medicare, both government-run programs.
Right.
And I'm here to testify that they've already dropped dental care and eye care and reduced payments to doctors, and the cuts are just really leave us with almost no care at all.
That's right.
So let's talk about prevention.
Definitely. It is so crucial because, ironically, we are born on this planet and our bodies are well equipped to take care of us so that we could actually live into our hundreds if we were to eat right. But we have been programmed not to take care of our bodies in exchange for purchasing products from corporations that destroy our bodies. Then we have to look for health care, which we aren't going to get in the first place. But our bodies are designed to actually heal themselves, to clean themselves, to take care of themselves, and to sustain us. And every organ in our body, every piece of tissue, every cell totally replaces itself on a cycle of 7, because a lot of things in the universe revolve in terms of 7, like 7 days in a week. There are 52 weeks in a year, 5 and 2, that's 7. And our body parts are also tuned to that because we're tuned to the universe. So our skin is shedding every 7 hours, our hair grows every 7 hours, and we have organs in our bodies where every cell is completely replaced in a 7-year period. Some in 7 weeks, 7 months, 7 days, but every 7 years we have a totally new body.
Wow.
Meaning if we were putting in just perfectly clean enzymes, and we hear that word enzymes, raw foods, that our bodies would work perfectly. Now the problem is we're not doing that. So we're putting things into our bodies that are not allowing our bodies to function as efficiently as they could. For instance, if we were just to eat raw foods, totally ital, don't cook anything, because the minute you cook it, you are destroying the vitamins and every piece of healing property contained in that vitamin, that vegetable. So then you have to take supplements and vitamins because you're destroying the natural vitamins in the food. If you just eat raw, now you are going to be enforcing and reinforcing everything in your body that's going to help you maintain itself. You can fight off a cold, fight off the flu, fight off the N1. You don't have to worry about anything because your body is so perfectly working that it can handle anything that you throw at it. So, for instance, every three hours, our body is processing food. So after 3 hours, whatever you put in, it should have come out. So if you're not putting something in and 3 hours later something's coming out, that's constipation. But we've been programmed to believe that you have to wait 2 or 3 days before you call it constipation. 3 hours. You put something in, something comes out.
Yes, but our lifestyles don't even allow
that. So we're eating
to function
like
properly
that
in a really healthy manner.
And ironically, we are eating things we shouldn't eat because we say we don't have time. Now, it is so much quicker to pick up a piece of fruit and put it in your mouth than it is to stand in line at a fast food restaurant, wait for the burger to be cooked, and stuff the burger in your mouth.
Exactly.
And you're going to last longer. So you put some fruit, something raw into your body. It's going to be cleaning out your body. 3 hours later, you're detoxifying. You put some fish in your body. It's going to take 3 days for that fish to pass through your system. Chicken is going to take 3 weeks. Red meat, 3 months. So if you eat red meat at every meal, that's 9 months of backup you've got in your body. Whoa. And we don't even think like that. So just think, if you're eating red meat every single day for decades, of course you're going to end up with colon cancer, all kind of cancers, because you've been blocking the natural progress of your body by eating things that it really wasn't designed to devour.
And not only that, if you get into how these animals are raised and the antibiotics they're fed, the horrible food that they're fed, they're not grazing on and eating grass. They're not eating artificial. What they naturally should eat.
That's right.
All of the poultry, they're
full of hormones.
Yes.
And we've seen a lot of increases in cancer and in breast cancer in men and women because they're eating the chickens, which are full of hormones. So we have all these programs in our mind that are really keeping us ill and keeping us sick, but it's keeping the medical profession, the pharmaceutical companies,
they're getting richer and richer.
Richer and richer off killing us.
Exactly.
And we continue with that pattern.
Yeah.
And that article you mentioned, I was, driving down trying to find something to eat, and I love the summers when you have the cherries and the stands and the people standing on the corners with all the fresh food. You just pull up, you get the fresh fruit, even get a little bit of conversation if you like, and then you put it in your bodies and you're healing yourself. And I look across the street and I see the people standing in front of the fast food places, cars lined up in the drive-through window, and they think that they're doing something quick and fast, but they are really harming their bodies for the long term and for the long haul.
Right. Talk about how much fat is in one of those fast food burgers.
The amount of fat and salt and sugar and the trans